Guys, good morning. Um, Helps whenever you put your headphones in. So today we are talking about what does it take to be successful? What does it take to even get ready to apply for the ACC Fashion Incubator Designer in Residence program? So what we want to do today is to kind of walk you through some of the requirements of what we request for even putting in your application. Our application is quite long. We've gotten some feedback on that. However, we do it to help you decide whether or not you really want to start a fashion business, or if you're particularly interested in continuing to make beautiful products for your enjoyment. There's no judgment on which one you decide. However, there's some projects that are going to be better suited for things that you may want to do as a hobby. However, what we really want to do here at the Fashion Incubator is to take those who really want to build brands and support them along their journey. So if you were to apply to the Designer in Residence program, you're going to get matched up with a mentor. But that mentor is going to be selected based on what your business goals are. So whether it's brand awareness, sales, improving your supply chain, it may be your strategy. We connect brands based on what their needs are. And so if you haven't really committed to building a business, you may struggle a little bit. So what are some of the requirements? What are some of the qualifications of being a designer in residence? Because that's what you'll be whenever you apply this June for the Designer in Residence program. So if you want to be a successful designer in residence applicant, we would suggest that you take a look at a few areas of your brand. So for starters, we want you to have a very clear idea of what your product is. We want to see some prototypes, some capsule collections, something that shows us that you know exactly what kind of product you want to make and where you want this to go. So, we've had some brands that have come to us and we'll kind of give you a what to do, what not to do. Some brands have come to us and they say, I want everyone to wear my clothes. And yes, indeed, we want as many people to purchase our brand as possible. However, what we want to encourage you to do is to narrow your focus. If you're shooting for them all, you'll hit none. So we want to make sure that you are going for a specific target market. And we'll spend some time once you join the program to refine that offering. However, we need you to know who is interested in buying products from you and what that product looks like. The categories that you're committed to while you're here are also really important, because a lot of it has to do with some of the equipment and machinery that we may have available at the Fashion Incubator Design Lab to support you in the creation of that product, as well as what's in our network. And so we'll want to be able to look at what's available under our roof at the Fashion Incubator, and then again, what's available within our network. We have a vast network of manufacturers and production makers from all across the country and really across the globe. And so we have the ability to support a lot of different kinds of products. However, we really want to make sure that you're getting the most out of the experience and able to utilize what we have in-house for the most part. So what we're also looking for are brands who have really committed to selling their product. We really prefer that you've already sold some of your product before you become a designer in residence. And I will say that it's a bit challenging if you haven't sold any product for a number of reasons. And I'll kind of outline those here for you now. If you have not sold any product before at all, what you may find challenging is letting go of some of your creations for someone else to enjoy. This is kind of a crucial part of building a fashion brand, is that it's not just about your own artisanal creations that you hold on to for yourself, but it's about really releasing that into the public for others to enjoy. And so if you haven't crossed that hurdle yourself in terms of creating product for others, you may find it challenging to work on building a brand. We've noticed this across the board from those that we've mentored and counseled, as well as those who have tried the program as well. So we would really suggest that you commit to selling your product. The other, prior to applying, prior to applying. I think that's going to really help you get the most out of what we have to offer. The other thing that I would really consider regarding the sales is that you're not really sure what part of your creation is actually resonating with the customer that you want to reach. And so it's really important for you to have a good idea of, what is it that people want to buy from me prior to coming? Because I think that some of that really helps you to refine what your next offering will be. And it also gives a lot of your mentors kind of a starting point of how to help you, how to support you. But because they've seen that you've already gone out there and put something in front of the public to consume. And so it's really key that you get the sales data for that point, because you really want to know what are people looking for from your brand. And is your idea saleable? Is this a commercializable product? We do a lot of support on helping brands refine their concepts to saleable product, but we don't do the design for you. We'll give you guidance, we'll give you suggestions, we will make some light amendments to the offering, but we will not tell you how to create, because that's your job. That's what you came in here for. What we will do, though, is we'll help you refine how you're doing your business. We'll help you put the product out in front of the right buyer. We will help you refine the offering for the buyer. We will also support you with your supply chain and how do you go from your concept all the way to your finished product and shipping it to your customers. So that's really key here. We really want you to understand all those pieces. However, what you're not going to get from the program, we won't do sewing classes, and we expect you to come with some level of skills. We aren't doing pattern design courses, although you're more than welcome to take them with our associate degree or continuing education department. But we will support you in the development of your business. So is it a requirement that I'm an expert pattern maker or stitcher? Absolutely not. We have a variety of brands who are a range of artisanal makers, so they can make their product from, a stack of fabric and a great idea and create a beautiful dress, all the way to those who work with fulfillment centers and design product with their original artwork. So there's a variety of different ways that people are working to be able to create their product. So it's not essential that you have to use every single step that the next brand uses. In fact, we would recommend that you not. One of the things that we've seen is a huge value for brands that are working in a variety of ways is that it actually creates opportunity for employing others. And that's one of the key things that we really want to not enforce, but we want to support here with the Fashion Incubator, is that we really are about workforce development. And so we make connections and referrals throughout our industry, not just those that we train here at ACC, but also those who are in the local market who are looking for work. So as we're seeing brands who are coming to us that need support or looking for a pattern maker or looking for someone to help them with their technical packages, we know of people in the local industry that we support our local businesses with to be able to say, hey, you need to talk with this person. So we do quite a lot of referrals, but the designers in residence also have access to that. So we have our own in-house staff, pattern makers, digitizers, those who can support the stitching efforts. However, we really do try to support brands to create their own teams. And so this is really where we're going to see our economy grow, is by helping brands grow their own business, not just with the product and sales, but hopefully also with their personnel. So we're looking forward to seeing a lot of these solopreneurs coming in, taking on the challenge of building and creating a brand, but getting to the space where they'll be employing other contractors to go along with them on the journey. So what's going to make you a successful applicant for the Fashion Incubator program, for the Designer in Residence program, is really going to be your ability to narrow your focus on that customer and your target audience, knowing exactly which product category you're standing for. So, if you're women's wear or men's wear, are you going to be focused on, lifestyle, or are you going to be focused on leisure? Just understanding where you fit in to the market, and then being able to demonstrate some sales. The sales are really going to help you refine your offering and support you as you go through the program. We want to see those brands continue to sell after they've been matriculated into the program. It's not a hard stop. And we want to see you continue to sell throughout the life of the program, because what it's going to do is it's going to help you to be, we want to see you continue to drive profit, but we'll be tweaking things along the way. So we don't want you to come in and stop. We don't want you to come in and wait and to be told what to do next. You've gotten as far as you have because you're an entrepreneur at heart. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to encourage you to kind of revert back to, I will only move when someone else tells me to. It's not the way forward, and it's not going to help you grow your brand. You're going to move forward alongside of your mentor and alongside of your own inner drive to create something that's going to be meaningful, utilizing the resources that we have here at the Fashion Incubator. So what you'll get whenever you sign on, whenever we go through the application process, is you'll go through the application process, you'll get interviewed by a panel from our advisory board. We'll make those selections as a team. There's not one person who says, you're in, and that's it. So you'll have several people kind of vetting your participation in the program. And then what we'll do is we'll see you in the fall to start with the Design in Residence curriculum. So you'll go through a variety of different topics that'll help support the creation of your brand, to shore up your brand, to make sure you have all the resources that you need. So we're so excited about what it is that we're doing here at the Fashion Incubator. A lot of our brands have already told us that this has exceeded their expectations. The kind of mentorship that they've received has really transformed the way that they think about their business. And they've received some additional tools about how to develop their product more efficiently, integrating technology, and really thinking about sustainability. So these are all things that are key for where we're going in 2021. And we can't wait to share with you some of our new vision and plan of what we have coming up. So I hope you guys have enjoyed our coffee talk for today and what it takes to be a designer in residence. We'll talk to you next time.